Well, hello, welcome. Well, as you can see, I got all the trucks and trailers hooked up. And we're going to see if we can make a score on a bunch of hot rods. Somebody's called me and they got a roll off and 6 hot rods for sale in a barn full of parts. So I got the boys all loaded up and we are heading out. It's only about an hour drive from here, so what a way to start a Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock. No wonder the guys hate working here. So he raced the car just like this.
Yeah.
It was her dad, it was Pam's dad.
Yep.
And he raced the car just like this, so he remade it later in life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He was a good driver.
So her dad,
Love his personality.
her dad raced a car exactly like this when he was young and
Yeah.
a dirt tracker. So he remade this one to relive his youth, I guess.
Yep. It's a replica.
Now that's on a that's on a car chassis, Steve, of some sort.
Wow.
And then the 54.
Just like little thing out.
This goes.
That's nice.
Has that got side pipes over there?
Yeah.
This is a Plymouth Belvedere.
Yes. Tractor valve cover, 7 volts.
And then the little truck goes.
The truck, right? Yeah. I gotta look at that license plate.
That's wild.
But we got new plates for all of them, and they had new numbers.
It's easy to make stuff fit.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What?
This is so I did show you the wrong picture. So this is the red with black fenders and a black line with top. And the picture I sent you identifying this is not the right picture.
Okay.
So. It's not really, well, it's like a chopped down truck.
Hey guys, well, here's the second part of the video. So this is a Boomer's Ramblings. We made a pretty big hot rod score. So in the beginning of this video, it shows us, driving out, me talking to you, and then we drive out to go over to this gentleman's place to pick up these hot rods. And then we got them all back here, started working on them, having a having a lot of fun. And then I thought maybe I'd just show you guys a little bit more closer glimpse of what we picked up the other day. It's only been 2 weeks since we got all of these, but it's been an awesome experience. Let me tell you a little bit though. First, it was Ron Schroeder's collection, and I have to tell you, when I first looked at the hot rods, like anybody that knows me, my heart runs to them. Of course, Tri-5s, and then I kind of skip the Tri-5s until I get into like the 60s cars or what I really enjoy. The 68 Novas, the 72 Novas, the Chevelles, the Camaros, all that stuff. But I also love all the old hot rods, and I got into them when I started messing with Tiny in 2004, and we started that Sins of Steel hot rod show, which turned in, or it actually was Bulletproof and then turned into Sins of Steel. So, I've been messing with these a long time. I won't bother to give you the years because sure as shit I'll mess it up, except for the Model A's behind me. But anyways, so this Ron Schroeder, when I first looked at these cars, I kind of, in my brain, and this is what I want to point out, that I was being narrow-minded, I thought, man, these cars are kind of, maybe cobbled together, maybe. It's maybe not a good word to use, but, I didn't realize how cool Ron was. I was lucky to get these cars, and I felt like as we were pulling them out of the barns and pulling them out of the sheds, of course, it's a sad story. Ron, just time caught up with him. He lived a great life, and then just time catches up, and which I'm sure it'll happen to me one day. Somebody will be shooting a video about me and all of my treasures when I'm gone. And Ron just, nothing bad, he just got old. So when he passed, now from the time he passed until I got around to coming around to this, I think 3 years passed by, or maybe 4, and they had called me, a friend through a friend, and then I got to meet Pam and Renee, and they were awesome. And they had called and wanted to know if I wanted to come over. And so what was described to me is that he had some cars, but they wanted me to look at them. I'm like, well, what kind of cars? And they're like, well, not kind of cars you like, they're old time cars. And I'm like, well, they're cars. I probably like them. Well, they're old time cars. I'm like, old time? Well, this is what we found. And at first I wasn't like, I don't know. But then after I got into them, Ron was from an era of you used everything. Now, I don't know where Ron shopped, but if you could have seen his property, he had made buildings out of garage doors. He had made, lean-tos out of metal and shaped and put everything together. And I don't know, I'm probably exaggerating, but I know there was a big barn on the property. There was an enclosed trailer. There was 2 or 3 or more buildings that he had made on the property that he made himself. And then he had all his hot rods. Now, when I got there, this was what was left, because I think Pam took the Corvette, that shyster Pam. I want the Corvette. And then the other sister, Renee, took the T-Bird. I think a 55 T-Bird, I think. Come on, Renee. I like that T-Bird. Just teasing you guys. Them cars were awesome, and they were already spoken for and done gone when I got there. I think the T-Bird was still sitting there. But as we got to go through all of his stuff, he was from the hot rod era. This is his era. And as we got to go through them, we really got to learn about Ron. And this car behind me, I want you to check it out. So at first I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know, When we got it home, Steve made all the stuff like always Steve does here at the Race Car Revival. He makes all this stuff here. But check it out. I mean, if you really start looking, it's got a big block Chevy in it. How cool is that? And then underneath the car, it's a master cylinder. I don't know if it's off of a 2500 or a 1500, but it's a master cylinder with anti-lock brakes. Of course, he didn't hook all that up. And the interior, check this out. For a short, fat guy, tilt wheel and power seats. All of that stuff's working. Power steering. Now, when we got it, it had, probably a ton of, I don't know what you'd say, a ton of years of dust. But check it out, guys. I tried to do a donut with it the other day, about flipped it, so We're trying to get a wider stance on the tires, but man, it is cool to do a burnout and just see the smoke rolling up right from the window. There'll be a video of us doing a burnout in the old hot rod. So this car was modeled after he raced a car. I don't know what year he raced it, but he raced a car just like this. Well, he ended up redoing this for the street, and he raced, made a street car out of what used to be styled after his race car. So that's what I was saying. Ron was cool. He made all of this stuff back here. Like I said, a little hot rod, power steering, power brakes, automatic transmission, tilt wheel. Well, then we get over to this. We get over here, and I seen this roll off. Now, of course, the tires went flat since we got here. But I seen the roll off, and here's a picture. We saved this. We didn't take it off yet because I didn't think it was fair to have his pictures on my stuff because I don't get credit for it. But it was Ron's garage. And it's just awesome. But if you look in here, this is a 41 Dodge, I think, right? So you get in a 41 Dodge, again, power steering, power brakes, tilt wheel. Look, power seats, sunroof. It's been raining, does not leak. But what's cool about this one is, and what's crazy about it is so we were at the property and we were trying to move around, and we got going up on a hill because it was really hilly property. And then so I go, well, give it some gas. We're all standing here and they're like, it's spinning. And I'm like, what the hell you mean it's spinning? We look, front wheels are spinning. He grafted either a Tornado or Cadillac. I don't know which it would have been back then. But it's a front-wheel drive 1941 Dodge flatbed. How cool is that? Yes, it's got a 4-barrel on it. It's great. Started it up. This thing drove home, stopped and did it. We did air up the tires. Stopped and did everything. So when we were bringing the cars home, we had to make 2 trips with both of my flatbeds. And we put one on this and drove it home. Steve drove this. I think Zeke towed home. Zeke or Shovelhead Joe towed home one of them. But then we have this. Check this baby out. We have a Belvedere. I'm guessing these seats are mechanical. But look at the interior. He used stuff from all different cars. We got a Plymouth Belvedere, but check out the column. We got tilt wheel, power steering. It's just a beautiful car. It was sitting there. I think this might have been him and his missus. Now, mind you, I'm trying to put it all together, but I seen a picture with him and I think it might have been one of his daughters, but I think him and his missus like this car, but I could be making it up. I'm not sure, but this is the next one. We're going to unload this and get it running like we did the little hot rod. Now, hell, I don't even know what to call it. We call it the Winged Warrior because it's a blast. We've already had it on the road and took it to a car show. We took it to Reverend Ziggy's car show at the Shark Club. Shameless plug. Reverend Ziggy's doing the camera name. But we took that there, and it went right down the road like $1 million, man. That was a cool car. And then this runs and drives, and then this is our next one. We're going to change some things around. I want some bigger wheels and tires on the back because them are little. This isn't a tuner flatbed. We need bigger tires, so we're going to fix that. Well, then here come along. This one was over there. Don't mind the top. The top was the top was ripped up. Should be in there. We uncovered these. But here we got a small block with dual quads. We've got tilt wheel again. It's a beautiful little roadster. Let me see. I haven't touched this one. We haven't started it or did anything. But yep, power steering. I'm sure it's got power brakes underneath it. He always mounted all the brake stuff underneath. So what a great little car. I'm sure this is going to be a nice driver. We're going to get this one out here soon. But what a cool find. How do you find all of these in one spot? I have been so lucky to run into them ladies and so lucky to be able to buy these. And I know they thought right away I was flipping everything or doing something with them. No, I'm playing with them. I am having fun. And again, I just have the utmost respect. I know I met Ron at a couple of my car shows because I just remember them coming out to Sins of Steel. And I remember just talking to him. We weren't friends. I wish we would have been friends. because I just know that guy has a plethora of stories about racing. Now here was this. We figure this might have been one of his favorites. But we got a flathead in here with tri-power, 3 carburetors, 3 deuces, I guess. Everybody tells me that them sharp heads are, I guess, something important. I don't know nothing about flatheads, but I do know that that looks like a GM distributor to me. How all that worked, I don't know, but by God, Ron made it work. And then you look inside of it, again, being Ron, who he was, look in here. Yep, tilt wheel. And I know he was a smaller, skinny guy. That's great for a chubby guy, but there's his glasses still hanging there. There's a tissue box right here. And then he's put in an aftermarket stereo. Cool little hot rod. I haven't even tried the doors. We haven't even got to this stuff yet. Look at that. Look at that little door for a little guy. That's cool. Let's go over and see if it's got, I gotta look, see if it had power steering on her. Because if it does, nah, she don't got no power steering. This is a real car here. But I bet it runs. I bet it runs. Everything else so far we've touched has run. So we picked up this one. It says hybrid corn-fed. Hybrid corn-fed flathead. So this one we're not keeping. Anybody looking for a little hot rod, let me know. This one we're not going to keep. Can't keep them all. And then, I don't know. The one my favorite out of the bunch is this little pickup. I never had a pickup. So we plan on keeping the truck also. So we're going to keep the truck and we're going to keep the flatbed. I'm on the fence about the Wing Warrior, but check this truck out. I think we can make this a nice little deal for Boomer's collection. Power seats work. We got tilt wheel in it. Electronic ignition. I got an intake for that small Ford that we could make a dual quads or tunnel ram with. Or these cars. What's that, buddy? Oh, this one has a heater in it. Zeke was bringing up, had a heater in it. Now let me tell you something else about, it's out of a Buick? Yeah. Let me tell you something else about Ron. He was one patriotic person. Every one of these cars had flags in them that he must have put out, and that's what I just respect the dude. I don't know you, Ron, but God bless you. I hope you're at the hot rods in heaven. He was a patriotic man. He loved cars. He loved racing. He loved competing. But most of all, in my opinion, more than driving these, I think he loved building them. And he was a damn good builder. And I'm proud to have his collection. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this month of Boomer's Ramblings. I got a little teared it up a little bit. There's American flag flying behind us, and I got a little choked up. I hope you enjoyed this month's Boomer's Ramblings. Next month, I'm hoping to be able to run into my buddy Brad and get his, I think it's his father-in-law or uncle. It'd be his uncle. That's who I bought the orange Camaro from. What is it? Orange crate? Orange juice. I bought orange juice from him, and the gentleman I bought it from, he's still alive, and I wanted to hear his story of how he got a NASCAR motor put in that little Camaro. You'll be seeing that. Hopefully that's next month. It's depending on how he's feeling. But that's it. Please watch our YouTube channel, Boomer's Bike Shop on YouTube, or follow us at Boomer Allman on Facebook, or at Boomer's Bike Shop, and our Instagram is Boomer's Bike Shop. And please make sure you watch these videos. They're going to be on cable network on Channel 10. I can't remember the day. Hopefully the guy that's editing this will flash the days and times of when they show. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for coming along with us this month. Sorry I'm out a week late. But honestly, our time got absorbed between the restaurants, the bike shop, and then this big score. It's been a busy 3 weeks. I'll see you soon.